onto even of a character. So that's my claim. You can objectively use literary standards to assess the legitimacy or the, I don't want to say like goodness or anything like that because that sounds subjective, but to find the value of it, I guess.
Okay. Quick question: who created literary standards?
Literary standards are not a thing that was created by anybody. Not one person. They're created by years and years of people who are professors and scholars in the literary field piecing together what makes a narrative and what makes a story or what makes really any form of literature, and then finding out how those are expressed in a story.
Okay, so by humans, by people.
Yes.
So it's not some sort of divine, factual thing.
They're factual, but they're not divine.
Okay.
Neither is the fact that the Earth revolves around the sun.
Time is one whole thing. I don't think it's really possible for you to destroy parts of time. But yeah, time is one whole thing. Same with space. It's basically just all together in one. I don't think there's parts of time unless you're like considering like clockwise. But time is one whole thing. That's basically what the fourth dimension is basically time.
I'm aware of that.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, like, I gave an example. Like, when you're editing a video, how you cut scenes out. He doesn't destroy all of time unless you're claiming he does recreate time and he does recreate space. And it hasn't been stated nor shown that space has also been destroyed. What you're trying to do is apply science that I've already gave you examples that some parts of science is ignored. But even if you follow your logic, it doesn't lead to, supporting your argument anyways.
Sorry.
Plus, I've already proven in our last debate on the same topic that JoJo as a whole verse doesn't necessarily follow the dimensional tiering.
In time travel, they sent the beacon from the past in the future. Hold on, let me get this. Okay, hold on a second.
That's basically my point. They didn't surpass it themselves. They didn't surpass it themselves. They still needed some type of not vehicle, but they still needed a way to get there. They needed a way to get from point A to point B in a matter of time. So
yeah, point A to point B. But the thing is, the place that where Neo was, which is where we're at, was literally a higher dimensional space, as it was shown. It wasn't just one space time. It was literally higher dimensional space. It was.
Can you send me the scans proving that? Can you see me the scans proving that was a higher dimensional space?
But hold on, let me just get the scan.
The superdimensional space statement is really too vague because superdimensional can either mean 4D or anything above the third dimension, which is something that you perceive. So superdimensional space would be too vague of a statement, and it wouldn't prove that it's above the fourth dimension itself or above the entirety of time.
But the thing is, it's literally stated in the same scan to be above space time.
He took one of Ajimu's skills because she gave it to him, 100 gauntlets, and basically forged an out-of-versal ability, made it superior, and made it his own using his personality.
He made an out-of-versal ability stronger.
Yes, because skills in Medaka Box don't run off of stats; they run off of personality. So physical stats don't matter.
So morality manipulation with Solo.
Morality manipulation? Not quite. Not quite. First off, all fiction's personalities can't be warped. They tried that; it doesn't work.
I see a set scan, so I can see it myself.
A set scan for which ability? For him affecting it out of being, or for
all fiction?
All fiction. I got it. Let me pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up.
I need to.
Oh, so you don't need to explain what a shotgun means. So you don't even know what it means. You're gonna say that you weren't doing something and then not know what the definition of the word meant. Okay, so now you're arguing dishonestly. So now I have to really listen to you here. I have to pay close attention because you're being dishonest. So a shotgun is when you try to say multiple points within a premise.
For a different argument. I don't know what a shotgun is.
Yes, clearly you don't, but you just said that you weren't shotgunning. So So you don't know what it means. So I need to explain. So now I need
point-
to explain to you what a shotgun means because you were trying to shotgun me in an argument, and a debate is 1 point at a time. Do you know what that means? You know what 1 point at a time means?
You're not letting me make my 1 point.
No, you aren't. You're trying to make an argument full of numerous points. Okay, and I need to take down each point in advance because if I let you construe a point with false points, it's not going to come out very well. I don't need to listen to you make false points. If I can debunk something, I can debunk it. That's all that needs to be said.
Power nullification, but that does not apply to. But she is far above that, and most occultists also resist power nullification. This is not merely that. And he may resist law manipulation, but this is a higher order law manipulation than he has. Miss any other of your points?
No.
All right.
For the oversoul point, we kind of that most of the time. Actually, yeah, your true form literally does it. So even if you heal, cut off.
You're breaking up again, dude.
Oh. Can you hear me just fine now?
Yeah, you are.
What was the last thing you heard?
Oversoul is true form, and then you got cut off.
The true form or abstract spirit literally exists in, and then over infinitely earlier.
You're getting cut off again.
I kind of figured. I'll leave and join back.
All right.
Traps isn't gay.
I'm saying that in your mind it's not going to be gay because
So it's not gay. That was my premise. That was my premise. Speak with your chest. That hurt.
I'm not saying Plato said dualism. He did not say dualism. Okay. I'm speaking to you using my words, and that is what I mean by dual. Okay.
So
I'm going to use the actual dictionary definition instead of some
you're
random
giving
Taoist
up
definition.
Well, again, so prove to me why Taoism will be flawed in this case, then.
I'm not saying it's flawed.
Okay, so why wouldn't you
never
accept
said that
it?
it was flawed.
So again, why wouldn't you accept it? Because you seem to be.
God.
Because you're giving a dubious answer to the
Can
thing
we
as a
please
whole.
have an audience member explain to him what I just said?
Well, hold on. So you just got on to Eli from essentially sitting here elaborating.
Because
but
you didn't even listen to what I just said.
Oh yeah, I'm listening to what you're saying, but essentially, again, you're refusing proof.
You just
again, you're refusing proof. No one's ignoring you. Again, I'm asking you. Hold on, I'm asking you. Essentially, tell me why this definition would happen to overpower the philosophical rule of Taoism. That's the whole point.
I never said that it did.
Okay, so why would Taoism not be the case?
Because I am not using that definition.
Okay, so again, no one said you had to. Essentially, that's the thing.
I'm not using it. I'm not using it. Thank you.
Again.
Contrary, that would be the positive claim, right?
Yeah, I can quote
they retain the same amount of power.
I can quote the negation and the contrary for any positive claim that would not make them negatives. You get that, right?
Okay, but my claim is a negative claim. I'm claiming they do not retain the same power whenever they become avatars.
As I said, the first thing you claimed was that, well, they actually lose power.
Okay, again, you're just using semantics. You're just trying to use the wording to say that I was asking you to prove a negative.
Okay, and as I told you, if you try and switch that, you'd have to be dropping your original claim, because as I told you,
my claim remains the same. I'm just rewording it to where it's a negative claim. Because it is a negative claim initially,
I can do the same for any positive claim I make, you get that, right? Like if I say...
and then I can demonstrate how it's fundamentally a positive claim, but mine is fundamentally a negative claim.
You can't... Okay, you can demonstrate that.
Because this is something that supports yours, right? It makes the presence more powerful, right? That's a positive claim.
The problem here is that Eggman doesn't have any context for higher dimensions. His knowledge is only limited to 4 dimensions. Hang on, I'll even get the scan of him saying it.
Okay, let me just say something. You're saying super dimensional is basically just limited to the 4th dimension in this context. That's not how it works. I've been researching this. I've looked up the kanji and everything.
Okay, the kanji. I've already heard the explanation, and the kanji that you're describing it's the same, the roots for those kanji, it's the same as super in English, which means beyond, right? So putting beyond in the context of dimensionality, it just means that it's beyond dimensionality. And we have to go by the context that Eggman knows.
That's nowhere in the definition of sentience is central nervous system. Why are you making things up? Why are you making things up?
I'm saying...
Answer the question!
I'm answering the question, you dipshit! No! I said we require a central nervous system in order to be sentient! If you took that away, we would not be sentient! Oh, we clear, fuck for brains!
Oh my god, oh my god. Sir, please.
Oh, we clear!
Calm down.
Now you're playing my game! Listen, fuck for brains! You played my game! I played your game! Alright? Fuck, dude! Okay! Now!
So
we require a central nervous system! Are we clear?
Let's set the record straight. The central nervous system has nothing to do with the definition of sentience.
I said we require a central nervous system in order to be sentient.
Wait, no, Parrot, stop. You said don't interrupt me. No, you said don't interrupt you, and I gave you that courtesy.
To what you said
but I'm still speaking. No, it's not, because I'm still speaking. So let me finish. No, I'm not gonna go on a tangent. I'm not gonna go on a tangent. So you're gonna let me finish.
We're just gonna go into a tangent about when
Parrot, we're not talking about any of that. Stop cutting me off, and don't try and make this a debate. I'm trying to have a civil conversation with you.
Okay, I don't want it to be a debate.
Okay, so just because it's not my job to hunt these people down, I have a little brother, right? I know people, I know multiple people who, I know my little brother's friends, and I don't want these people to be on Discord where they can be able to get in contact with other children. Why is that wrong of me to want to do that?
It's not wrong of you to do that at all, and I totally agree.